Yeah, people are gonna be pissed. Hello everyone, it's Crush again, and in case you aren't just clicking blindly on YouTube, you should have known that in this video I will be reviewing Avengers Infinity War, considering the fact that I just saw it. So, let's get to it. Of course, this needs no introduction because this is the movie that we as in MCU fans have been waiting a decade for, and we as in comic book fans have been waiting for, I don't know, decades for? Longer? I don't know. But I saw it, and here's what I thought of it, because I'm trying to be more concise. I'm going to start with the characters. The characters, of course, you have, this is the first time everyone is together. You know, you got the Guardians, you got, like, all the plucky black sidekicks, all of the token women, they all scattered throughout 10 years worth of movies. They all show up together, and then every woman is together in one scene. You're like, hey, all three women are together. Isn't that neat? Every black person is together on screen. You're like, hey, most of you are from Black Panther, but hey, look, Bucky is not Bucky. But no, Rhodey is there too. Bucky's black in my heart. But yeah, no, it was awesome seeing them all on screen together at the same time. My biggest fear going into this, besides the movie sucking, was that the screen time would not be allotted well enough for all the characters, but I have to say that they divided the screen time extremely well, considering the number of characters. Of course, people are left in the wind. Captain America doesn't get as much love as you'd want him to. Neither does Black Widow. Neither does Black Panther, really. But still, at the same time, you gotta respect the screen time that was divided how it was. It is very point A to point B. You know, you follow, for the most part, until everyone starts doing their own thing at the exact same time. You follow Thanos. He is essentially the main character. You follow him as he goes to collect the stones. He goes here, you meet the people here. He goes here, you see the people here. He goes here, you see the people here. And then by the end, they all, team up to try to stop him. And it's really cool and very well done. Vision gets a lot of screen time, which is awesome, of course, because he has one of the Infinity Stones. Scarlet Witch gets a good amount of screen time. Doctor Strange gets a weird amount of screen time. His banter between him and Tony Stark, considering they're essentially the same character, is hilarious, because it kind of encapsulates that idea that Tony Stark hates himself because they do not get along whatsoever. So, all the fan favorites are back. They do a great job. Spider-Man, of course, is a darling. He's great. Nebula, just a bunch of people that you care about, Bucky, all of them. Everyone is exactly as you'd want them to be, and I think that they did an excellent job with all the characters. Onto the plot. The plot was simple, but effective. From the get-go, it grips you up. Like, this is the first. I've been complaining about Marvel movies not having stakes. Make no mistake, this movie is very fucking heavy. Very, very heavy. I'm not sure if I'm going to get more into that later in this video, but it is extremely heavy. It is dense. There's a lot going on, and it is dark. It's the darkest Marvel has ever gone, easily. So blood is shed. You're going to lose at least one person, and, I'm not going to get into it, but it happens off the bat. Like, they show you that shit is real in this, and the stakes are high, and I respect it, and I love it. So the plot is simple, but it is gripping. It's very, very good. And on to the writing. The writing was great. Like I said, the writing ties into the large cast of characters and the darkness of the movie. All these things tie together, and the writing is handled very well. It's emotional. It's funny when it needs to be. The banter is cool. You get to see characters that have never met interacting with one another. It's a thrill. But at the same time, I'm winding it down now. At the same time, it wasn't. This is definitely a part one. Like, there's not a conclusion in this movie. They changed their plans so that this is a standalone movie and the next one is its own thing. That's why they haven't revealed the subtitle yet. But this is part one. This is Infinity War part one. They may not be called part one, but it is. And that is disappointing. You got the Deathly Hallows Part 1, you get not Catching Fire. Is it Catching Fire? It might be. The last two Hunger Games movies, they were split up, Breaking Dawn, Parts 1 and Part 2. All of those things, Part 1 is usually the weaker one. So, that being said, I can see, as action-packed and cool and interesting and engaging as this movie was, I did leave unsatisfied because, A, of how heavy it was. I was very unprepared for that. And B, the ending just ends. That's the only spoiler I'm going to give you. The movie just ends. It's just over on and that's it, So, I really sympathize with you guys that are going to be seeing this in theaters opening weekend, because people are going to be pissed. Like I said at the beginning of this video, people are going to be mad. I'm not sure how critics are going to respond to this. I'm sure everyone's going to love it because they always jerk off Marvel, and this is the movie that they've been waiting for. So they're going to love it, but people are not going to be 100% satisfied. 2019 is a long ways away. And of course, this need not be said, but stay after the credits. So, in summation, I gave Infinity War a 4 out of 5. I gave it a 4 out of 5 because I more or less got what I wanted out of it, and that was seeing everybody together, lots of action, lots of good back and forth between the characters, engaging content, and just unpredictability. And Thanos being a fantastic villain. He's no Killmonger. But the bar is so high now. But he is a great villain. He has actual motivations. He has an actual character. And the Russos really, they did Civil War. They did Winter Soldier. Like, they're really killing it. Like, they're carrying Marvel right now. But not that Marvel really needs carrying, but if anybody was carrying them, it would be them. So, hats off. I'm very excited about the next movie. It didn't get a higher score. I actually enjoyed Civil War more than I enjoyed this. And I'll tell you why. Civil War, I guess, is strictly because Civil War is less dark. And Civil War had a beginning, a middle, and an end. This is darker and doesn't have an ending. So, maybe if this was like a Kill Bill situation where it was like Part 1 and Part 2, but it's actually just one huge, massive movie, it will be more satisfying. But it's not. So, as much as I enjoyed it, I didn't enjoy it as much as I wanted to. I don't think this is going to be my top for the year, but we'll see. I still think you should go out and see it. I still think, you're going to see it. I'm not going to stop you or encourage you from seeing it. I'm not going to sway you either way, but go out and see it. So, that's really it. I try to be as vague as possible intentionally because I'm going to be walking on eggshells. This is a very, very spoilable movie. So, please see it as soon as possible. And try to deal with the people that are likely going to be screaming at the top of their lungs throughout half of it. It's a great time in general, and I'm super excited for where they go from here. So, that's really it. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate the support. Like, comment, subscribe, or don't. Doesn't matter. Again, thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.